Campbell's comments, too loud. Right, Campbell's comments, doing something very, very different. Mark Barton, hello.
G'day, mate. How are you?
I am good. Where have you got me?
Mate, we're in sunny Marulan. Beautiful afternoon in Marulan. We've been to Menangle to see the Nutrien race series, but we're here with Jeremy and Carmen Cooper, Circle 8 Angus stud. Been a long association for me, but I think, about 30 years, Jeremy, since I think we first went and picked out a few, or you picked out a few stud cows to start your program.
Yeah, absolutely, Mark. 30 years ago, you drove me to Millamara and we bought the first 4 cows.
And I think same, if there's any nostalgia, the very first stud sale I ever sold at was at Onslow Stud for Carmen's father, for Doug Tozer. So Carmen, I think between you, 3 and 4 generations dealing with the company?
Yes, we've been associated for a very long time.
These bulls are immaculate. They're so quiet. I mean, this is something very different. He gets me to do different things from time to time, and when he rings me up with this one, I was like, wow, but they are so well handled and so well grown.
Oh yeah, Campbell. We we've had little kids, and temperament's really important for the end product in terms of eating quality. But it's a bit of an OH&S issue, isn't it? Like we send bulls all over the country except Western Australia, and the cattle have to be quiet because it becomes a serious issue.
Plus when you're in here with the camera, Butto.
Yeah, look, I think one thing about it, you talk about the safety, but you also look at longevity of bulls. Cattle that can handle an environment or can handle being handled, generally that genetic, that trait often breeds on, but also the cost of bulls today, you've got a really buoyant market, but it's a significant investment. You're spending 20 and 30,000 to buy the right genetics. It's good if you can get that extra year because we don't have breakdowns or we don't have the problems where bulls are like teenage boys. If they're not handled well or socialised, you do get trouble with that.
Absolutely.
Circle 8, where does that come from?
There's 2 versions. There's the and they're both
G-rated.
Okay, the G-rated version is unbeknownst to me. After I'd actually called it Circle 8, I spoke to my grandfather, and he said why. He asked me why, and I told him, and he said okay. And he said, but you actually realise a lot of the country that he had managed to accumulate here in Marulan when I was a little boy was owned by the Feltham family, and their sheep brand was actually an 8 in a circle.
So that's it?
That's it. But there is another reason which potentially we can't talk on about Campbell's comments today.
That's okay. We'll keep that. I'm going to ask the dumb questions. Everyone actually has to. They're black cows, as far as I'm concerned. Black bulls. They're Angus. Is that exactly
correct? Yeah, they're Angus. Yeah.
Not going bad for a horse bloke.
Good.
To be honest, I'll be brutally honest. It's the only bull name I really knew that was black. So yeah, I think I come out of it okay.
Yeah, no, they're Angus. We do sell a lot of Wagyu bulls too, specifically bred for customers. But this is our 30-year anniversary bull and female sale.
And as we're going to say, we're here to promote the sale. Mark, when is the sale on, and how many in the catalogue?
Yeah, well, you've got your sale here, mate. We've got it on the 8th of September, which is a Friday at 1 o'clock. Thursday the 8th, I tell a lie. Thursday the 8th of September at 1 o'clock. The bulls and females, they will be interfaced with Auctions Plus as well. So there's been a lot of people come and look at the bulls that may or may not be able to get to the sale on sale day. Best thing to do is come and see these cattle. I did say when Jeremy asked about you guys coming in and doing some more social media, the best way to see these cattle is in the flesh. The softness, I think, having been involved with these guys for a long time, this is by far, I think, one of the most exciting drafts of bulls I've seen at Circle 8. The quality of genetics, I think, also the data that's in them. People that know Jeremy, he is quite particular about presenting data, but it's very hard to put what you see physically in these cattle as well as have a great set of data. And I guess the other things you're looking at, structure, type, balanced data, but also the customer service, which I know both Carmen and Jeremy are very particular about making sure they follow up with their clients.
One of the bad things you can do to someone that's selling a big draft of horses is ask them their favourite, because they'll have other owners and all the rest. Carmen, do you happen to have a favourite in amongst any of these?
Yes, I chose a favourite probably about 4 or 5 months ago. Jeremy got me out and said, which one do you like? And I said, that one, 525. And he asked why. And I said, because he has a nice face and a little curl on the top of his head.
And for what it's worth, I gave it 3 ticks when I had a look at them earlier. So But lot number 9, that is, for anyone that is. And I think the other thing, you look at, I guess, the female influence, but the female influence, obviously that maternal strength is something that you'd know the cow family that they come from too. So that's obviously a big factor here, that, there's genetic potential. The genetic potential comes from a strong background.
Anyone wants to get hold of a catalogue? One of you guys want to answer that one?
Yeah, just jump on our social media, at Circulate Bulls, or send me a text or something, or talk to Mark.
Yeah.
The other way, Nutrien at Goldman are the settling agent for the sale. So any of the team at Nutrien Goldman, they can also contact me, but we'll get one in the mail. We're still a few weeks away. Like I say, one thing about these cattle, they've had Carmen, about 60 inches of rain to try and get set.
3 times what we're used to by this time of year. So yes, it's been very wet. It's been a bit challenging, but we just had to deal with it and get through it.
For the uninitiated, they look sensational. I mean, they really do. I'd say I'm a novice around cows. I've been up around, farm kid, and they just look magic. They really do. So hats off to you guys.
No, thanks, Cameron. I appreciate it. It's been a challenging year. It's been a real challenging year, actually, but it's, we've enjoyed the challenge. This is what we do. We make bulls, and we're passionate about eating quality, and we're passionate about, traits of economic significance, and our customer service is, without customers, you just don't have a business. So that's something we work really hard on. We deliver our bulls free everywhere, nationwide. We don't do sale credits. These bulls have been through, which Holbrook Vet Clinic will claim or validate, is probably the most rigorous pre-sale evaluation anywhere. We've independently assessed them structurally 3 times, done all the reproduction, genitals and stuff 3 times. We've semen morphology tested them. We've gone back and retested them. We just try and do everything that we possibly can so we can go to the market with full credibility, and so we can build on relationships with people. And we want to be selling. We want to be selling people bulls for multiple years, not just single years.
So much different to the horse world, isn't it, Bardo? I mean, we want to get the marketing out there. That's what we're trying to do, is market these bulls to get them out there. But so many different factors that you've got to take into it.
Look, it's a pretty competitive market. You look at seed stock genetics. It's not just within the breed. There's multiple breeds in the beef cattle production. You've also got a wide area. You look at people selling the race horses that you're involved with. It's very concentrated in certain pockets where you see those horses. But in this game, you've got to target a wide area, very diverse climates. Like I say, for these bulls to stand up to 60 inches of rain, you look at them as far as conformation, structure, to be able to handle this southwest slopes or the tablelands, or to go further north. And I know these guys have had bulls into Queensland.
Yeah, we sent bulls in the Western Queensland last year. We sent bulls to South Australia, Tasmania. We've pretty much sent. We sold a consignment of cattle like 15 years ago to WA, but obviously the only thing, we can't do that now. But but they seem to handle it. I know the guys in Western Queensland were exceptionally happy, because I was really nervous about it, because it's cold here and it snows here and it rains a lot here, and it's not like Western Queensland. But from all reports, the bulls come out looking trumps, and those boys are going to come back and operate again this year. So that's all we can ask for.
Jeremy and Carmen, thank you. Mark, I will say you're in trouble, because I reckon this is one of the best hats I've got going round. It sort of trumps a green and black square one, wouldn't you say, Jeremy?
I'm actually not a fan of them. They make my head look really silly. But everyone that gets one loves them, and I've seen them everywhere.
You say my head looks silly, or?
No. I've seen them on Queensland Country Life. There was like a horse sale somewhere up at the Tonkins that buy Wagyu's bulls office. They had them on. Everyone seems to love them, and everyone says they're really comfortable. So.
All right, mate. Thank you. But anyone wants to get in touch with you guys?
Yeah, look, the main thing, mate, you can get catalogues at the branch at Nutrien at Goldman. See any of the Croker boys there in the team, with Daniel and the team. Like we said, go to Circulate Bulls. You'll find their details online. Auctions Plus, you can find all the data, all of the details there. Contact myself or John Setri, who heads up our stud stock team in New South Wales. But like I said, mate, 30 years of breeding bulls. We've been involved with these guys, and mate, nothing's a problem. If there's ever a problem, I know you pick up the phone, and one of these guys will answer and make sure it's right. But couldn't recommend the cattle more highly.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for giving me the opportunity of doing something very different. This is something really different for Campbell's comments, I must say. So thank you.
I appreciate it. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.